this work. Help me to bring it to completion.
Hey guys, got some exciting things here lined up. Today I'm going to be showing you the mic mini that I got made by DJI, just to improve sound quality so that in my YouTube videos everything just sounds better. This thing's a good upgrade. Let's go into it. Let's unbox it. So let's go over what you get in the package here. You have a little carrying case. This has a built-in battery, so you charge this and it charges your mini mics, like earbuds or whatever, that kind of setup. In here you have a receiver in the middle, and then the two Bluetooth mics, and then there's a connector that connects into your phone. You can also use this with regular, as I understand, with regular cameras, professional equipment and all that. It's made for that. It's just also made for phones. It also comes with a little carrying case here, sound aux cord, charging cord, and then the little fuzz balls, the wind mics, or the wind fuzz balls. They're actually classified as. Yeah, let's get one on and let's try out sound quality, and we'll see. It's probably going to be a major upgrade. So let's see. So another thing I wanted to show you before I get these on and actually connect it is these little mics. They have on the back both a clip and a magnet, so you can use it in one of two ways depending on what you're wearing and how you want it set up. So this just goes underneath your shirt and then on your shirt like that. So now that's in place. Now I take my receiver. This is a Type-C, plugs into my phone, and this should transmit to here. I think it's got like a good range of like 80 feet or something, but I'll test that out probably later on and see exactly what that is. There's also a dial with like +6, +12, -6, -12, which I'll have to look in the instructions, but I'm assuming it means amplification, but I will get to that later. All right, so I'm now recording with my mic. It's just a plug-in to the phone, which I will say, I have the Samsung S25 Ultra, and with the regular OtterBox case, I did have to take off the case for it to be able to plug in because of the positioning. Not a big deal, but I think I was trying to figure it out. I might be able to use a cord like this because it has a USB-C port in the little send and receive unit. So maybe I can just use a transmission cable, but I'm not sure if this is just a power or if it's an info cable. So that might affect things if you have a case that's extra thick. So anyway, I'm gonna just walk over to the other side of my house here and just show you that the audio is stable. You don't lose signal, all those kind of things. I'll even go near my washer dryer here and hear it up close, personal. So a couple things about this. It's got a few features that they boast, like a dual noise canceling, which I'm not sure if that means wind, and if they're including one of the noise canceling being the wind attachment. So obviously it's very lightweight. It's DJI, so they should be really high quality, and they gave us a sticker. So tomorrow when I'm working on the bus, I'll have this on. We'll see, because the inside is kind of sometimes echoey, so hopefully this kind of eliminates that, although the installation maybe help with that. So yeah, we'll test it out more tomorrow. but I'm excited to know that it works. So, yeah. Hello and good morning. This is the first day working on the bus with my new microphone setup. So I hope that everything sounds great. I also have you on the tripod, so things should look great as well. Not that that changes the video quality. I realize the lighting in here is subpar for filming, but today is gonna be a jumbo of random projects. One thing we did yesterday was we completed this side. We got it all closed up. I'll say 99.9% closed up. There's a couple of rivets that I have to put in, but the holes aren't there. The problem is I ran out of drill bits, went through all the drill bits. I went through a total of, I think, 12 drill bits in doing the sheet metal project and all the rub rails, all of that stuff. Everything that I've had to drill out and put rivets in. So I got like 6 more on the way, so probably won't go through those. But yeah, for now, we'll show you the progress we made on this door. We closed out this door over here. The next thing we're gonna do here today is this back window over here. I'm going to close it up permanently. It is closed and it's mostly sealed, at least according to what I've seen, it doesn't leak, but I'm just make sure it doesn't leak. The other thing is brainstorming how to get this door to work and see if I can keep this door as an option. If not, I'm gonna have to remove it and probably do some resheeting or configuring of the metal to fit an actual door of some sort because it's smaller. Lots of little detail projects, so follow me along as I work through them. All right, let's go over the driver's side, how we completed it. So up atop there, you can see I still have a few rivets to put in along that area right there. That's the only spot. The rub rails are all in. The little sheet metal up there is pinned in on the bottom, so it's all sealed up. And this door, which I will set you up right here, and I will go into some detail on the door. So I did have to remove a few rivets. I believe it was on this side, some of these. This was kind of a menace in a couple ways. At least this top sheet was, because I needed it to go slip under a gutter up there. I don't know if you can see that in the video, but it needed to slip under the gutter to be able to fully seal and all that. And so I had to actually use bolts, which you can see here. I need to clean up my silicone mess I have here, but that's a later project. Beautifying is gonna be a whole nother step to this whole thing. But I have some 5/16 bolts that I put in, a couple there, a couple up there. And those were just so that I could pull it in tight and then I could rivet. Otherwise the rivets wouldn't seat properly and they'd be sticking out. We did put a little coat of paint on here just to seal up any of the exposed metal. But other than that, this went pretty well. All in all, it's got a layer of butyl tape around the whole thing. And I believe 2 in here. So nothing's shouldn't leak. Nothing should leak. All right, so the plan on this back side here is pretty simple. Well, all we need to do is make sure this back window that opens is an escape hatch, and this window and that window are sealed so that elements can't come in. Everything above the windows is good, as far as I know, and we've had some solid rain to kind of test that, so we would have seen leaks. Now this window obviously can still open currently, but we're gonna fix that by putting a layer of butyl tape all in here. I'll have to clean it up because it's kind of dirty, so that might prevent good sealant. So we'll just seal it, close it up like that, and I'm gonna put some sealant, some butyl tape inside here, and then we probably will end up painting over these windows later on. just for sake of prettiness, because when you're looking in, you're not going to be looking at the room, you're going to be looking at insulation or framing or wiring or whatever. So this isn't a bad thing to have access to, like say if we have some important wiring or something, but as of right now we don't have any important wiring planned for there, so not very important. So that's the plan for this side. All right, let's get started on this back area, shall we? Let's show you what we got to complete a pretty simple job. We have butyl rubber tape. You can see, very sticky. All right, we have cloth to clean around before we do some, just some surface prep. And then, I don't know if this is gonna be enough, but I have a tube of silicone. This will be done afterwards, so if I don't get all of it, I'll come back with another tube and complete it. So let's get the gloves on. We'll open her up, we'll have to prop her up. We'll get her done. All right, so I have butyl tape around the whole thing. I have it in the sill of the window as well as on the window on the sides. I also added some silicone along the, well, I don't know if it's rubber or silicone, but the seal, window seal itself. So that'll squish down, seal up against the stuff that'll seal as well. So I'm gonna close this down, and I'm hoping that I didn't put stuff in there too fat so that it doesn't lock. The goal is so that it closes, latches, all that stuff. Hopefully I don't have to take anything off. Let's pray. So, first thing, I'm gonna grab some gloves because there's lots of silicone and things don't feel great on your skin like that. So, remove my little thing, make sure everything else is good. That's open. Oh yeah, that should seal. I just need to really, all right, there we go. Yeah, we got it. All right, so couple things. I can see my silicone up here. I can see in some places it came through, but I'm definitely gonna have to put a secondary bead on top of the hinge here because there's lots of little water permeation points. I have good seal in there, good seal in there, and I will get you off the camera mount there. And all right, so you can see the butyl rubber tape sticking out that I had on the side. I might trim whatever is sticking out just to make it look nice. And then you can see right there, the silicone pushing out. This is what I'm talking about. There might be a little water permeation. So this is gonna get sealed up real nice. But that depends on how it looks on the inside. Might look fine, so we'll see. So you can see the locking mechanism is in place and it worked. We have not only this, there's like 3 layers of this butyl tape. This is just the last layer, which I don't know which way to push it down or push it up, but yeah, so all along the sides, you can see it. This stuff that I put in isn't really contacting well, this stuff right here, but that's fine. Over there is kind of the same story. Can't really see the bottom lip, but it looks like the silicone's doing good. So I guess we might trim off and just put another bead around the outside joints. All right, so we are switching gears a little bit. Little project that I needed to do. I need to get the other rub rail, the really long one I had sitting back here, so I had to uncover it. Oops. So now that I have done that, figured I need to split some wood, get some wood for, you know, we have a warm snap right now, but it's gonna go back to being 30 degrees here soon. So I need a good supply of wood and I need good wood storage. So I have a nice crate here, put some sides on it, and then we'll start from there. And we'll kind of move the wood over here, and then we'll work our way over there. I might have to cut a couple of these logs up because you can see I have tons right there. So little switching gears. I love chopping wood, cutting wood. So fun project. All right, so we're looking pretty nice up in here. Now, something I wanted to talk about. Obviously with this bus, a lot of the focus is, you know, being self-sufficient and such. And I think we're getting there. We're gonna have some modern amenities that don't scream self-sufficient in some ways, like a mini split or, I don't know, modern, really nice cooktop, things like that. But it's the little things like having the fireplace and having to go out here and do some physical labor that I love. And it just makes it more tangible, you know? And, you know, I hope that this channel kind of embodies the sense of trying to be self-sufficient. You know, my wife's a baker. She's very good at cooking, baking, all those things. And I want to give her all the tools to do that inside this bus. And yeah, so this is the fun part. Some people might find this fun, but I do, especially since I've got a brand new, nice splitting all that is just splitting so nice. You barely have to use any effort at all to get through these guys. Well, this is also really easy wood. It's fir. But, you know, I'm just rambling on. Yeah.